Hello everyone, Dartt here, and it's time to get some more Magic the Gathering dailies done. Today we've got, cast 15 white or blue spells, cast 15 red or green spells, and win 2 games where you cast either a green or white spell. So, I went ahead and put together let's see if I can find the deck here. Here we go. White and red ally deck, which, well, I hope we'll get the job done. I guess we'll find out. Let's jump in and get some games in. Alright. And for this match, we are up against, I don't know if this is a girl or a guy or what, but clearly it's some sort of a thing with a bow and some arrows and mad hair. Okay. For an opener, we get no land. Okay. Second time's the charm, it looks like. We'll go ahead and run with this. It looks a little bit more promising. The purpose of this deck, I guess, is kind of to get these ally creatures in play, and each one of them gives benefits to all the rest of them, like first strike or vigilance, and once you get a bunch of them in play, they turn out to be downright nasty. Our opponent looks like he or she or whatever is running a black vampire deck. I'd be very surprised if it's mono black. It could be mono or black red, black blue, something like that. I guess we'll find out. Okay. Well, let's start getting these ally creatures in play and see what we can't do. Black, blue. At least. Okay. I can't think of any reason to go ahead and play this conservatively, so let's just jump right in and start hammering our opponent. Right. Yeah, I think this would be a good choice. I'll go ahead and play this. That way both of these get vigilance and kind of stymies our opponent. See, the idea here is just due to the creatures we have in play, they're getting first strike, rally. Okay. Yeah. Getting first strike and looks like vigilance. It's kind of a powerful combination. So we're able to hit our opponent and still be able to use them to block on the opponent's turn. And all we have to do to continue that trend is keep throwing down one creature a turn. Okay, now we have to kind of decide whether we want to attack or whether we want to play the enchantment. And the enchantment here can be brutal. Basically, every time a creature enters play on our side, all of our creatures get +1/+1. But I think we want to keep this pain train going. So let's go ahead and play this. And attack some more. Our opponent comes back with a 5-cost 3/3 flyer. That's about the best we could hope for. Let's go ahead and play the Valor and the Lookout. Which pumps all of our creatures up. We're going to go ahead and attack with all, and if you notice, we've already got fatal damage. Our opponent is obligated to block. So, just like that, our opponent is kind of screwed. Let's see what he wants to do here. Opponent's down to 4, and provided we draw into another creature, we should win next turn. Opponent plays a Tooth Collector. I don't think I've seen this one before. 3-cost, 3/2. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Alright. What you doing? And he likes to get rid of our Lookout. Okay. And there's an ally. A lifelink ally. So we play this. And I do believe that will probably put our opponent down to 1. Yep. Okay. Opponent plays a Nagging Thoughts. Top 2 cards of your library, put one into your hand, the other into the graveyard. And a 1-cost 2/2 Defender, which is not enough to save him. Another Swamp. And this should be the win for us. Yep. Okay, for this matchup, it looks like we are up against Pasty white red-eyed bone girl? Or are we supposed to call her living dead girl? This is sort of a Rob Zombie kind of a thing. I don't know. Let's find out what we get for an opener. And the opener is terrible. And we get one land on this one. And ew. Okay. This one's a little bit better. We get a little bit of red damage, some white allies, and a couple of lands. We'll go ahead and keep this. There's a third land. Let's go ahead and play this. Get the lookout and play. Next, that'll allow us next turn to go ahead and play the clifftop retreat. Yeah, cliffside retreat, without it coming into play tapped. Let's go ahead and play the Blade Whirl. And attack. Opponent looks like she's running a white, red, black deck and plays an Ember Beast, little 3/4 creature. And it looks like we are in for a little bit of a problem here, because the Ember Beast, well, it can't attack or block alone, so we don't have to worry about that. But once our opponent does get another creature in play, this thing is going to be a problem. So we're going to have to worry about trying to attack in combo or attack with the Fiery Impulse to get rid of it. But for right now, let's go ahead and push some damage through since we can. And here's a Razorfoot Griffin. Go ahead and let our opponent play that. Then turn right back around before he can attack. And Fiery Impulse it to cripple our opponent's options. Now he still can't attack with this, and he still can't defend with it. Okay. Further complicate things, we just played a Fire Mantle Mage, giving all of our creatures menace. So even if he wanted to block it, he couldn't. That'll bring her down to 11. One thing about this deck, if you can get it rolling, it's very fast-paced. There's another Swamp, and another Ember Beast. This is kind of the situation I was kind of afraid of. We could play the steward, or we could go ahead and attack and try and get rid of one of his 3/4s with Ravaging Blaze, and I'm thinking Ravaging Blaze is probably the way to go here. Now, a human opponent would probably never go for this, but since it's the eye, maybe. That's not going to work? Nah. It costs 2 red. Stupid me. Alright. I guess a human opponent would go for that. Opponent plays a Flameblade Angel, the 6 cost 4/4 flyer. Whenever it source an opponent controls deals damage to you or a permanent you control, you may have Flameblade Angel deal 1 damage to the source's controller. Yeah, I'm not really liking that too much. Here comes 6 damage our way. I'm thinking... let's try and mitigate at least a little bit of this. Okay. It gives us 3 damage with the Ravaging Blades. Not quite enough to accomplish what I'd like to, which is to get rid of that Flame Blade. We'll go ahead and put the Serene Steward in play for now. And call it a turn. We need to kind of mitigate this damage until we can draw into some better stuff here. So we're kind of losing creatures, but hopefully this isn't a complete loss. Not good. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. I think we were just sort of tragically screwed. Yeah, that happens once in a while. Alright. This turn we're up against Bald Guy with all the stuff. He's got jewelry and blankets and rings and armbands for days. So do we get stuff in our opener? That's the question. We get lands. Okay, this could be good. We're going to keep this. These AI decks really love this Thraben Gargoyle. And I can kind of see why. It's a 1-cost 2/2 wall that after a while you can kind of turn into a super annoying attacker. So let's get rid of it. I would really love to get Erois' champion in play. 3-cost 2/2 with double strike? Yeah. And it looks like we get our chance. Let's put this thing in play. I think depending on what our opponent does, next turn we get to trample ally in play and then Mundo the ambush leader. Okay, our opponent plays a 4-cost 4/3. If he discards a land, he can put a 2/2 green wolf creature token into the battlefield. Nice. And just like that, he gets another blocker. Unfortunately for him, just like that, we get rid of it. Now, I really don't want to attack into his 2/2 here and lose the potential to have first strike on. Let's see. It's just a plain 2/2. We're going to go ahead and attack with this. And either he takes 4 or we get rid of the 2/2. And he does not block. Okay. So he's going to turn around and attack us. Well, we don't get the rally benefit, so we'll just go ahead and take the 2. See what he plays after this. And it is... So he's running a werewolf deck. Where a permanent you control transforms into a non-human creature, put a 2/2. Another thing like that, and it's a 5/4. Not nice, not nice at all. Let's go ahead and play the Ondu champion. That kind of gives us a little bit of an answer for that. still don't want to attack because he'll just chump block and kill whatever we attack with. He plays an Inspiring Captain, which will give all of his creatures +1/+1 until end of turn. And he will undoubtedly swing with all of that. No? Just the 3/3. We'll take the 3 damage. That's a good thing to see. Let's see what's this. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal any number of ally cards, and then put those on top of your library in any order and the rest on the bottom in any order. I think we should do this. Play the hero of Gomer or whatever this is. Now we can attack pretty much with impunity. And these things get sick benefits. It's indestructible, first strike, and trample. Yeah. Let's go ahead and attack for all of it. He takes 4 damage, blocks 2 of our creatures, loses 1. And here's a Birthing Hulk. 7 cost Eldrazi drone, that's a 5/4, and it comes into play with 2 1/1 colorless Scion creature tokens. Fortunately for him, having the hero in play really kind of messes with him. He'll attack us. I'll let it go through just to keep what we have in play. And let's play the Vigilance ally. The synergy here is just absolutely nuts. We will of course attack with all of it because we can't lose any of it. We may as well. Puts our opponent at 1. And we should have the win next turn. There's a Storm Rider Spirit from our opponent, a 5 cost 3/3 with both flash and flying. Valor and Akros, that would have been handy to have had earlier, but we don't really need it right now. Let's go and play the Ambush Leader. I mean, this is kind of nice, but doesn't really matter at this point. Attack with all of it. Ambush Leader has haste, so you can attack right off the bat. And here we go. We only need 1 damage to get through, and he can only block half of our stuff, so that's the win. Well, thanks guys for hanging out and playing some Magic the Gathering with me today. Again, this is Dartt, and good luck and have fun in all your games, and take care, everybody.